We may have come on different ships, people, but we are all now in the same boat. That is, if you want to call a canoe without a paddle up Schitt's Creek a boat. Could be argued. It is Sunday, the 17th of April, 2022. It is the Egg and Rapid Reproducing Rabbits Day. The bunny humpers, no doubt about it. Now, people, it is totally understandable. Totally, I get it. And some people have a difficulty, have a real problem, accepting much of the pure evil that I expose on this channel. Well-organized evil. Again, totally get it. Totally understandable for the average person who can, on occasion, conceive and carry out individual evil deeds, process and act upon dirty deeds. Oh yeah, that's us people. We're capable. It's understandable for the average person who is aware there are socio and psychopathic people among us, like serial killers, who, by the way, are not disappearing clusters of people in national forests. How are your Yosemite National Forest summer vacation plans coming? Socio and psychopathic people we are aware of that are very capable of extremely evil deeds. It just becomes a stretch too far for most normal people to wrap their brains around the concept that there is an organized evil, known by many names like governments, to kill as many of us as they can. It's called democide, people. Now, if you're one of those, you need to work on that. You must embrace the fact that there is a continuing and ongoing war between Team Good and Team Evil. Team Incredibly Evil. So, since we have another blizzard warning that takes effect this morning at 7 a.m., boy, Mother Nature just is a real spinster this year, is she not? Yeah, I'll bet Mother Nature has a lot to do with it. Add to that, some of you will be overdosing on hard-boiled and chocolate-covered eggs. You might not have the time to consider the information I would like to present today. Probably should have linked to. So, being the ever-flexible, most incredibly humble, valuable asset, messenger on the wall watchman that I am, I'm going to play a few sound bites for you. From this week's, oh yeah, the original, the best, the bad news broadcast from geoengineeringwatch.org. Boy, they do a good job. I can't hold a candle to those people. Alright, so let's see how I can do here. Probably 4 sound bites for you people. Here we go.
There's this from last week. The plan to release genetically engineered mosquitoes in California and Florida. Billions of them. But now let's add this. Patent number US 8967029B1. What's the title of that patent? Toxic Mosquito Aerial Release System. That's interesting, isn't it? Or should I say incredibly alarming?
Well, Bill Gates at it again. God damn that Bill Gates. He's always got his fingers in the cookie jar. Okay, I'm not done yet. Couple more. Here we go.
And we have members of the aluminum industry sitting on the Alzheimer's Foundation boards.
Gee, you would think that was a conflict of interest, would you not?
The fox is running the hen houses, and that's the way our entire system is constructed, and that's why we're in such a dark corner at this moment. About the weather whiplash, many more ramifications, food supplies, infrastructure, ecosystems. The flash freeze cooldowns are not nature. Those are engineered events. Much more on that subject in a moment, but let's go through a few other headlines first. Another outbreak of severe weather blitzing central U.S. Very theatrical headlines constantly used now in the so-called weather forecasting industry, which are nothing but script readers. From that report, a monstrous April snowstorm triggered a blizzard in the northern U.S. and dumped more than 40 inches of snow in some places. Further to the south, the report states damaging tornadoes remain a serious threat into Wednesday night of last week. Again, this is the warm side of the winter storm, so-called winter storm, in this case named Silas, and the cold side of the so-called winter storm, with moisture that's being orchestrated and pushed directly out of the record warm Gulf of Mexico via manipulated atmospheric pressure zones. More on that shortly as well.
You know, you kind of wonder if this storm named Silas is kind of resurrecting his ass on this day too, the day of resurrection, huh? Because apparently we're supposed to get it again. 6 to 8 inches? Give me a break. This winter will not go away. Alright, I'm not done with you yet, people. Just little snippets. You probably should watch the whole show. But I understand. It's a busy day for a lot of you. Here we go.
That the planet's failing systems can no longer support the weight of the human race, i.e., ballooning global populations. From Fortune.com, a new COVID wave is probably coming, and America just doesn't seem to care. From that report, Dr. Fauci said this week that a surge
Dr. Fauci, oh boy, my favorite.
of COVID is likely coming this next fall, and an increase in cases over even the next few weeks would not be surprising. Fauci's remarks contrast with a sudden vanishing of the Omicron wave. Again, that's all from Fortune.com. Let's dive a little deeper and add this new related report from Yahoo.com. Dr. Fauci just issued this, quote, essential warning. From that report, again from Yahoo, Dr. Anthony Fauci has issued a new warning about COVID-19, telling CBS 2's Jessica Moore what he expects for the next couple of months with the virus and the BA2 Omicron subvariant. First, a steady stream of variants, now subvariants. The fun never stops in the asylum, does it? And Dr. Fauci always seems to know what's coming far ahead of time, doesn't he? Sometimes years ahead of time.
Yeah, he always seems to know. Wonder why that is. That guy is totally in tune with the current thing. Alright, I think I got one more here for you people. This looks like it could be a very short podcast today. Here we go.
I don't want to miss mentioning this part of the equation. The chemical isonucleating elements that are being seeded into cloud moisture create massive hailstones that are decimating crops, cars, homes, infrastructure. Here's the headline from last week on that front.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I should have started this back at the 35-minute mark. Hang on a second. I told you I might have some technical difficulties. Here we go. Let's try that again.
Last week, Montana residents hit with Tuesday deep freeze. Real field temperatures fell to -13. Again, keep in mind, they state real field temperatures. People think that's the ambient temperature. It's not. That's a wind chill temperature. Very, very deceptive. Makes them think it's much colder than it actually is. Another headline, 20-foot snowdrifts possible as blizzard bears down in northern U.S. Next headline, amazing contrast from one state to another. This is another example of the temperature contrast. At 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Tuesday, Omaha, Nebraska was sitting at a summer-like 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Meanwhile, just one state away, Spearfish, South Dakota, was just 19 degrees with snow falling. Throw a rock and you go from 91 degrees to 19 degrees and snow. Anyone who thinks that's nature needs to rethink their reality.
Well, there you have it, people. Did I do justice to the 1-hour presentation? Actually, it's 55 minutes. No, I didn't. I can't do it. Can't do it in sound bites. Like I said, I wanted to do last week's. But there's just where do you start and where do you stop? Where do you cut them off? It's just all good. That is why they are known as the original Bad News Broadcast. So there you go. Enjoy your holiday. And me, I got to get something done. I have got stuff to do.